number one.
All right.
Number two is from here in Oklahoma, and it's posted on Sooner Politics on our weekend update. I had a close confidant and a friend of Mr. Tim Harper. Was in studio right here on Friday night, Saturday night, and we talked to him. Adrian Otap was in, and Adrian had, if you remember the video footage we did with the American Indian Movement people down in Lawton that were trying to shut down the Lawton stuff. Yeah, so Adrian has been at many of the same events that Tim has gone to. It's always been peaceful, always been non-hostile and everything. And I just said, okay, tell me what's happening with this legal issue that Tim is dealing with. And Adrian was able to give me, just from his own understanding, not from any communication he's had with Tim. Why is that important? Because Tim's under a gag order. His First Amendment rights are gone. In order to stay out of a jail cell.
Voluntarily, though, right? That's why it's legal.
Yeah. And so it's much like your friend Rick Hubbard.
Yeah.
It's exactly, in so many ways, they're giving them the Rick Hubbard treatment. So he was in jail for a week on $100,000 bonds to spring him.
Well, that sounds reasonable.
$100,000. Not that anybody, there were no victims. There was no property damage. But David Prater said, this guy's starting a race war. We can't have him out. Yeah. Go figure. So,
Prater guy.
Yeah, and so they finally manipulate and take advantage of, this is a working man. He's missed a week of work. He doesn't even know if he has a job now. So he gets out, trying to provide for his household. He works at Tinker, or he did.
Does David Prater know that Rick Hubbard's never done a racist thing in his life?
Well, we're talking Tim Hubbard, yeah. Tim Harper, yeah.
Okay. Either of these guys.
Harper Hubbard. So,
they always like to conflate it. That's a good conflation.
Yeah.
They always like to say anytime you're expressing or exercising your Second Amendment right, that it's somehow couched in racism.
Right. Now, you remember, our Eighth Amendment guarantees us the right to reasonable bail.
And is that subjective or objective?
Yeah. That's why we're supposed to have good judges here that call this crap when they see it. But evidently David Prater prevailed upon the courts of the Oklahoma County District Court. And in order for him to agree and the judge to agree, he had to give up, number one, his freedom of speech, no social media. Yeah. He had 20,000 followers, subscribers on his YouTube channel alone, News Now OKC. His Second Amendment rights, he signed out for them to take all his firearms. This man has no firearms for self-defense anymore. He is vulnerable. Now you tell me who's in danger.
You look at these bureaucrats, these judges, unelected judges, and even elected judges, and it seems that the majority of them have absolutely no respect for our rights. They have an absolute disdain for private property rights, for the Second Amendment, the Constitution.
Right. His third of his civil rights in the Bill of Rights is his Eighth Amendment, right to reasonable bond. And I'm telling you now, giving up your First Amendment and your Second Amendment are not reasonable bond.
Right.
He's lost
along with $100,000.
Three of them. And now, here's where he's at. Tinker Air Force Base said, don't even bother showing up until you got this thing resolved. He doesn't know if he's ever going to have a job.
In a predominantly Democrat city, I mean, your bail will be set lower for murder.
Now, on Facebook, E Pluribus OTAP has agreed that if some of our viewers and friends of Tim Harper want to communicate just any questions, any concerns, any offers for help of, hey, could you use this? Do you need this? What can I do to help? Just send a message on E Pluribus OTAP. And I told Adrian OTAP, I would pass this along to our subscribers and viewers to be a part of that. So, and I think that's very important because this guy has been on the line protecting your rights, my rights.
Sure.
And now we got to
I'm glad he does it, so I don't have to.
Okay, third court update.